Have you had an accident at work? Maybe it's about time to write that will. Are you incapable of finding a better lawyer? I'm Scrimpleton Bumby of Bumby & Co. Legal Practices, and I have won no cases in 256 years of being a lawyer, so I'm bound to have a win coming up. I need a couple on my resume, so I won't just represent you for free, I'll pay you! Come down to the offices of Bumby & Co. Bumby & Co. Your legal practice is my legal practice. And now, for our regular scheduled programming. Let's see what's happening in the magical metropolis of xan'moxie in this thrilling installment of Dungeons & Drag Quiz!
Well, we almost died. Like, Eugene cast a fireball and, like, basically obliterated Cleo.
Yeah, I was down full account.
And you were terrible to him.
Yeah.
That's true. No one can deny that.
Yeah, no one.
Not even
deny
me, but he deserved it for being an intern.
So I think for Miriam, it was like a reaction, and she was angry, but now she's like had like a whole weekend to think about it.
I think it's been 2 days.
I think she's maybe been like tossing and turning a bit. Like, was it the right thing to do? Like, he was just trying to fulfill contract law. She doesn't understand that. But also, Cleo's her friend, damn it. And so I think she's like woken up one night in like a cold sweat, like after like a Eugene-oriented like dream of his like head like falling off the body.
Oh no!
After I shut it off.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Miriam shut it off.
So that was
Jack
Miriam's weekend.
Yeah.
How are your characters' weekends? Because so I think now it's like Monday morning. What have Cleo and Tom been doing?
Well, Tom went back and fixed his own drywall since no one else would do it for him.
Oh, sure. Well, actually...
Is that too far for Tom to have been?
No, it's not too far. But actually, I think... Because I was going to have this come up in today's session, but since you decided to do this over the weekend, I think you went to go fix your drywall, and it was already fixed.
Oh.
And there was a note there with someone's scrying orb sigils. Of course, the unique sequence which you punch into a scrying orb to contact other scrying orbs. And it's just got a little love heart, and it says Calamity on it.
No, Calamity.
So yeah, Calamity came back, they fulfilled their promise, and they fixed your drywall.
Well,
What a
Good on them.
sweetheart.
since I didn't have to fix the drywall, made myself a nice toasty with mushrooms.
Did you keep the scrying sequence?
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
But
going in
you're
the pocket.
waiting to message them. Cause
Little
you don't
chef's pocket. No, I don't want to seem too eager.
Sure.
3-day rule.
Sure.
Yeah. What's Cleo been doing?
Laughing hysterically. Like
What, has so close to the death broken you, or?
Yeah, well, she's also had her contract ripped. So it was just like all of that plus part of her soul has been ripped from her body. If not all of her soul. All of her
So
soul?
I think you feel heavy.
Does the soul go... No, but the soul... They don't take the soul until death. So I still have my soul.
Well, so you've got an anchor now. Like, before, the terms of your contract were that when you die, they get your soul. And that's still true, but now that the contract's been destroyed, part of that has now been fulfilled. So you have lost a part of your soul, essentially. You're feeling like heavy and a bit sickly, but you're still living. You think you could probably get it back. You just have to, break into hell and just go through a very large filing cabinet.
It's one I use
Get that
regularly.
soul sample back.
But yeah, so you've been...
From the soul system.
So, how you've been feeling good otherwise, right? You're happy about it?
Besides from that, I feel there's a sense of closure. Because they're dead. Literally, she got to see his head blown off.
Yeah.
And I feel nothing would have made her more happy. But then she probably spent the weekend like resting up, mourning the loss of her favourite carriage, 5B. And then also thinking about the court case.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Yeah, so has Cleo decided to take that on?
I think so. I think she decided in the moment. Like, she's very anti-Warlock and Warlock, so any, opportunity...
Have you told Tom this, or...?
Did I tell you in the thing? I think I
'Cause
mentioned
maybe
something
you
about
could-
like
Tell him now as we go
Oh.
to Monday morning. It's just after optimal brunch time.
Optimal brunch.
do we miss it?
You
it's
missed it.
11:30.
I'm sorry, 11:30 is optimal brunch time. It's
Look,
like
it's just
past
after.
No, I want my brunch like at 11:30 minimum.
Really? See, I want like 11. 11 is like
That's
because
too
otherwise,
early, I'm still
yeah, but like
asleep.
midday is lunch.
Midday is
then.
fun, yeah.
I think we can all agree to say 11, but turn up at 11:30.
So, I will get to you in a second, Miriam, because you are at work. But Cleo has decided to visit Tomcat in the morning. I assume you're at your diner?
Yes. Just
I mean-
staring at the drywall now, like just admiring it.
Sure, well, you see Cleo arrive in a shabbier carriage than you used to seeing her
5C.
in.
I get out looking forlorn, and I ascend the staircase, and I knock. I still want my cane. I still want my eagle cane.
Oh, yeah,
Silver
sure, you
in.
could definitely have that.
And I want to do like an old Ebenezer Scrooge type knock, where you knock with the cane instead, because...
Wait, so you're ascending the staircase that leads up to Roscoe Raywood's office? Because that's where the staircase goes.
Oh! Oh, okay, I push open the door, I go through the smashed...
The drywall's been fixed.
Drywall's been fixed.
Oh!
Yeah, well, yeah,
I smashed
I
it.
think,
No.
yeah, so maybe you go to do that, and then you see, oh, the drywall's been fixed, and then you go take
Oh.
the street entrance.
And then I go all the way back down, and I go through the front, and it's still got... Is it got one of those bell things on the door, so it's like...
It somehow lets off like you know those big gongs, like a dong,
But it looks like a bell.
but it looks like a
It
regular.
looks like a tiny
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bell.
yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so I enter, and it... Goom.
Oh,
Tom,
hello. What brings
Nah.
you here?
I'm glad to see the drywall is fixed. It
It is-
added an extra 30 seconds to my journey today.
Ah, well, Calamity. Well, they really came through.
I'm surprised.
So was I.
And I kind of push against it to kind of like assess its firmness.
Yeah,
It
it
seems-
seems like a good job. They know their way around drywall.
Good on them. Anyway, I've decided that I will be your defense attorney.
Ah, I'm ever grateful, Cleo. Ever grateful.
Oh, usually people are like, what? No, someone else, please. So I'm just so used to working in hell that everyone is like, not you.
Oh,
Sorry,
should I not want you?
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't know how to react
Right.
to people saying, yes, thank you. You know?
I mean, I'm
Anyway.
assuming you're aware of my financial situation, no?
Yes, but I feel like with my altruism.
Could you make me a constitution save?
15.
You feel the part of your soul that's missing just like tugging at you as you are struggling to say altruism. A word that Cleo has rarely said.
I feel I have to help you. Is the definition of that word.
Well, that's very good of you. Would you like a toasty?
Yes, I would love a toasty from this ramshackle establishment.
I just nicked some bread and some other condiments this morning.
Are you sure I can get my driver to steal?
Absolutely not. I did it myself.
Oh, perfect. You're so kind.
Yes.
So, and then I have a new... Do I have a new briefcase?
No, I don't think you've acquired one yet.
Do I have a handbag?
Yeah, sure.
A satchel?
You have
A fanny pack?
You can have a briefcase, but
Can I have a fanny pack of holding?
Well, that's the thing. So I think like you've been unable to replace your briefcase of holding because it was given to you by Warlock and Warlock. So you can have a briefcase, but it is not magical and it is not
okay.
bottomless.
Just a regular briefcase.
So I hold my regular briefcase and I just open it like a normal plebeian. And I just like pull out a notepad and a pen and I'm like, let's get to work. And I start chatting about like details and...
Yeah, sure.
Doing
So I'll
lawyer
tell
stuff.
you, obviously you are a practiced lawyer. One of the biggest obstacles for you at the moment in defending Tom is not actually having a patron. So, of course, you can be a lawyer and you have your legal expertise, but under xan'moxie law, all lawyers need to be representing a supernatural entity that exists outside of xan'moxie. This is a foundational clause in xan'moxie's constitution.
Of course I know this.
Yeah, of course you know this.
Of course.
This is a foundational clause, and the point of it is to have law firms maintain impartiality, which of course has been ignored, as many law firms just use this to like further their own corporate interests, like Warlock and Warlock.
So I reiterate this to Tom, because clearly I knew all about this. And I say that I've been applying for new firms over the weekend.
So does that mean you're going to represent me?
Fingers crossed! And I start scribbling again.
And then we cut away. So as you're thinking about who could I possibly go to, everyone you interviewed was terrible. They weren't the right fit for you at all. And we cut away now to the xan'moxie Park Wilds, where Miriam Gargoyles, the park ranger, is going about her day. What's a typical day at work for you?
So in the morning, it involves some paperwork in terms of like wildlife spottings and numbers of park visitors murdered by goblin attacks. Some really mundane paperwork.
What's the death count today?
We're up to 12.
Oh, that's a slow
but
day.
we don't count children. It's park policy. They're not fully formed life forms, so why bother?
Life doesn't start till 30.
So is 12 a slow day?
Yeah, it's a slow day. Yeah. She's gone to the staff room and had a couple of teas.
Yeah.
At one point, she was cleaning her wallet and she pulled out a little thing of photos that she took in a photo booth with Eugene that she'd completely forgotten about. It was like at the Warlock and Warlock Christmas party from last year, and oh god, she got real sad.
Oh. Well, I think you're there now in the staff room, and this is in true Parkwild fashion, is a lush open-air atrium with some tables and a little kitchenette. So yeah, you're there looking at this photo booth photo.
She's gonna is there anyone around?
Oh yeah, there are some people around. There's Cyrena, the merfolk, who is a fellow park ranger. She's just splashing around in a fountain. On her break, of course. And you also see Sybil.
Splash on your own time!
You hear her supervisor.
Great.
You got time to splash. You got time to thrash.
That's good life advice.
And Cyrena just slowly, okay. She gets up and just starts wiping down herself. But you see Sybil just floating around. Sybil, of course, being a member of the Elder Council of Park Rangers, one of your direct superiors. She's floating around in her ethereal khaki robes and her park ranger hat. And she looks like she's trying to call someone on a scrying orb. And it's hard to tell what her emotions are most of the time because they're hidden behind a khaki hood with no discernible face. But you can tell that she's exasperated.
She's gonna put the photos back into her wallet, and then she'll head over with a cup of tea to Sybil and just kind of watch her. I imagine she's floating in a circle while she's on the phone, and try and observe her.
For sure, she's flying around the room and her scrying orb is floating along with her, and she's just calling, and it's just lighting up as if mid-call. It's just, damn it!
Sybil, is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, Miriam, I didn't notice you there. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. How's work going? How are the goblin deaths?
Only 12 so far, but we're still hopeful. That we'll get the goblins, of course.
Yes,
little
of
blighters.
Well, since you're having a slow morning, maybe you can help me out.
Oh, what's happening?
I'm trying to get into contact with our legal representatives. The Lightwell firm. They've represented us in the past, but we typically don't need legal counseling because we're a government body. But the strangest thing, some construction company is somehow bought up land in the Park Wilds, which is impossible.
Yes, it's impossible.
We're not just a national park, we're a trans-dimensional park.
That's right. Transdimensional means we have more rights.
Exactly.
Multiple locations.
Our rights exist on multiple planes of existence.
Absolutely.
No, some construction company, Starmain Constructions, that claim to have bought land connecting the Park Wilds and East xan'moxie. Trying to build some kind of food precinct or something.
We hate processed foods!
Exactly! We only eat from the earth!
God damn it. Alright, well, I can get in contact with them. You're trying to scry them, but it's not going through.
Yes, we haven't needed their services for... Well, it's been years now since we negotiated the Nexus mining agreement.
Yes.
Well,
It's a deep hole.
the construction people are there right now, waving around their pieces of paper. I should go talk to them. But here, and she reaches into her ethereal robe and hands you a business card. Here's the address. If you could go find out what's going on there, hopefully we can deal with this before they start cutting down trees and other things.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
Farewell, Miriam!
Farewell, Sybil!
And she just apparates out of existence.
Splash, splash, splash.
Quiet! Quiet, Tyrene! I'm trying to focus.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. So Miriam will have a look at the address. And
Sure. So on the business card, it says the Lightwell firm. And it has... Its logo appears to be a golden eye with 4 feathered wings.
Oh.
And the address is on the south end of xan'moxie, on the south edge of the downtown district. It's a
That's Hopscotch District.
the Hopscotch district. It's known to be a rougher part of the city. But
That's why the kids have to learn hopscotch.
To get away quickly.
There's always people trying to jump you.
so this is the address that you've been given.
Okay, great. Well, Miriam's gonna pocket it, and I guess how do we get around the city generally? Like, if you don't have a private carriage.
I think there's a lot of public transport. It would definitely be a subway for sure. Zan Metro. So that's probably how you get to work every day.
Sure. Yeah.
But then also just there are also some public carriages that you can also hire.
Double deckers.
Yeah, and they're not as fancy as Carriage 5B, but they get the job done.
Does do the park rangers have like a cab charge situation, like a carriage charge?
Can they claim it on tax?
I mean, typically you don't really need to venture outside the park.
Yeah,
wilds.
this is very unusual.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
So I don't think you do have that in place.
All right. Guess we're doing it the old-fashioned way. And she rolls up her pants and starts walking.
Sure. Will you start walking? It's going to take you a couple hours.
Sure. Yeah. She'll take one of those like hiking rods, which also doubles for like a spear for like trash.
Oh, perfect. So you
Yeah.
just pick you up later on your way.
Yeah, she's got a hat. And she'll get out a scrying orb and like put in Cleo's sigils and be like, "Hey girl, what you up to?"
And
On the walk.
we cut back to the two of you. And what are you talking about with Tom with regards to the case?
No, so I'm like, what is your best sad face? If you want to woo the judges, make them pity you, work the camera, work. Oh, okay, I'm feeling something. It's not necessarily a good feeling. Okay. Maybe let's try angry, intimidate the jury. Oh yeah,
Maybe we should describe what this face looks like for the people on the podcast.
Well, I'd like to describe it. It reminds me of like a sad clown.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that
If a clown was furry.
Right.
Well, no, because funnily enough, have you seen that that picture of like a sad dog?
Oh,
That
yes.
painting, it reminds me of that.
Okay.
Ironically.
Like the one that's got the ruffle? No.
I think so.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Or like, I'm imagining like Puss in Boots.
Oh.
You know the one.
Oh my god, that would work.
That
Yeah.
would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what I
cool.
think I look like.
That's what you
Oh
go
my
for.
god. Like
Right.
Tom's like, but you're like, that's not
Well,
what
let's-
you're conveying.
Oh, on second thought, let's try an actual defensive case instead. And I start writing things down. What's an alibi? Let's go with an alibi. What would you say you could have as an alibi?
Well, I never done it.
Okay, getting there. We are like Imagine this is a race, and you have yet to turn up to the race. So, let's try and add a bit more to this.
I never done it, and I was somewhere that the crime was not committed.
Good, like, throw places at the wall. The drywall.
So I don't want to break it again.
Oh, theoretical drywall.
Right. I was stealing mushroom. No.
Oh,
that's
nope.
Nope.
Rule number 1. Crime is not an alibi for crime. She starts rubbing her forehead.
All right. I guess I was.
Were you perhaps volunteering for a charity?
No, I don't do that.
No. Were you winking? Let me wink you off. Were you wink, working for a charity?
Oh, I see. Yes, I was. Wink, wink. Working for a charity.
Yes. She licks the quill and begins to write working for a charity.
And as you write that down, that's when you get Miriam's message saying, "Hey girl, what you up to?"
Flawless.
Thank you.
Well done.
It just goes, tim, 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 I'm rich. Because that was my ringtone, right?
Oh,
Is that
right,
King's tone as well?
That was
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I have the same one. I'm lazy. I didn't need to. I'm not gonna... Can you translate this for me?
Hello. What are you up to?
Nah, I did not understand the chop two. The two numericals, I thought it was a case file. I just hit call.
You get a phone call on your brick phone.
Yeah, my brick orb.
Yeah, your brick-shaped scrying orb.
And what's your ringtone?
So Miriam fishes around in a bag and then pulls out a sandwich, like one of those sort of, wait, no, and then puts it back in the bag and then digs out the brick phone. It sounds like, you know what it is? It's a xan'moxie version of the Serial podcast theme,
Nice.
which follows the story of a wrongfully imprisoned half-orc, and the reasons behind him.
But did they still
Going
get
to
like
jail.
Sarah Koenig to do it?
Yes.
Like, they just get regular.
There is a regular human called Sarah Koenig in this universe. That's correct.
Yeah.
It's like, do,
I'm Sarah Koenig.
This
Is
is
Zan Serial.
Zen Serial.
Also, thank you for putting podcasts into the world. Now they
You're
exist.
welcome. You're welcome.
Inception yet again.
So Cleo calls you.
Miriam speaking.
We have just translated your text. Are you in danger? Wink if yes.
I'm speaking to you, so no winking.
Yeah, he's not winking us off. He is set. She is set.
That's right. And I'm calling. Well, you're calling me because I asked you what's up.
Yes.
Oh, well, what's up with me? I'm halfway down Midtown, I suppose.
Midtown.
Got my pants rolled up. I'm on my way to... What was the name of the place?
The Lightwell firm.
The Lightwell firm. Have you heard of it?
Firm.
I'm holding up the
Do
card.
I know the Lightwell firm?
Roll me a history check.
History. Bum bum bum. 16.
With a 16, it's like the name rings a bell, and you think on it in a second, and you think, oh, that's that law firm that was always a thorn in your side. They were always trying to, stick up for the little guy. Whenever, in a lot of cases, when you're working for Warlock and Warlock, we're trying to strong arm some local neighborhoods out of their properties, or trying to just make some quick money. The Lightwell firm was always there, causing a fuss. They'd often lose, but they were annoying nonetheless.
Anyway, there's this cool hipster bar called Little Brown Cup nearby. I was thinking about getting some cold brews. Would you like to join me?
I did not understand a single word, but I remember Lightwell.
Oh,
They were very frustrating. Some would say a thorn in my side.
What?
Always sticking up for the little guy.
What? Miriam?
Oh.
It's me, Tom.
Hi, Tomcat.
Tomcat, that's me. What kind of beans are they using at this place?
I think they're from Plane B, the The plane of existence known entirely as Plane B.
Oh, right.
It's really wanky.
Yes. Are we talking single origin?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
from the other plane.
Yes.
Plane B, the singular origin.
Yes. Now, I would like that.
Fine, we'll meet you there, I suppose. Are you going to visit Lightwell?
Yeah, I thought I'd stop in for a brew before going in for my meeting.
Do they have cronuts?
Oh, most certainly, yes.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely go. Yeah.
We have to be careful. It's the hopscotch district.
That's right. I hope you
Those-
practiced up on your hopscotch.
Oh, those kids are tough.
I'm very nimble.
It's an entire village full of angry children.
They're good with their feet, too. All right, we'll see you there.
The call ends and we cut away to when you meet. I guess you get there first because you're not hiking.
Yeah, we're in stupid carriage 5C.
It's alright.
So actually, on the carriage ride, you get a phone call,
Oh.
Cleo. Scrying orb call, rather. And it's from Maurice Maplewood from the Agency of Aftercrime.
Hello, Maurice.
Yes, hello, Cleo. Just calling to tell you that it is done. You and Miriam are both free of aftercrime.
Thank you. And I start winking into the camera.
What are you? What's going on? There's just some silence. Are you?
I'm winking.
I hear a moistness.
What can I say? It's humid outside, and I've got contact lenses in. My doctor said, try the opticians, and I went to the opticians, and the optician said, try contact lenses. So I tried contact lenses. Then they weren't the right prescription. Then I had to send someone out to go and get the right prescription whilst I waited at home and laughed at my intern's death. It was a terrible weekend.
Oh, well, my weekend was grand.
Okay, thank
No,
you.
wait. You then get a message saying, if you need some extra cash, feel free to visit me at Mycelia anytime.
Wink emoji. Send. Extra cash, eh?
Wait, so you didn't read the message to Tom, you just said extra cash, eh?
Well, I presumed we could both read it because we were both like leaning into the.
Sure.
Okay, so you both read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could really go some cash, actually. Coffee on you today?
Fine. Yeah. It's always on me.
So you arrive at the name Little Brown Cup.
Yep.
And how long do you wait before Miriam arrives? I think this is a question for Miriam. How does your hike go?
I think it went really well. She did stop at one point to face off with a trash panda, also known as a raccoon.
I consider goblins the raccoons of the city.
Okay,
so
great.
like,
So
what
it
are
was
the
a
raccoons?
goblin in a raccoon costume.
it's like I'm a citizen of xan'moxie.
Yeah, I'm just a regular citizen.
Raccoons are citizens?
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
There are like beast folk all over xan'moxie,
Yeah.
so it would
Yeah.
make sense.
I just want
You on your journey, you do still also get the call from Maurice Maplewood.
Oh, yeah.
He also tells you that you can visit him at Mycelia if you need some extra cash.
Great.
But yeah, so
Cool.
you arrive after some time.
Yeah.
And Cleo and Tom have been waiting.
Oh, hello. Yes. The usual. She nods at the bar staff. I've never been here before.
They regard you curiously and sure, we'll just regular latte.
Yes. And then she takes the cup and like slowly
And
drinks
she
it in
takes
front
some
of
xan'moogles off of it.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's fine. I'll hand that normal amount of xan'moogles.
That's a normal amount, 5 xan'moogles.
Ah, yes. Another
Ludicrously.
transaction.
Actually, let's talk about wealth.
Yeah.
I've designed a wealth mechanic. So you're all spending well within your means.
Hooray.
So I've given you each a wealth score, ranging from 0, Tomcat, and 6, where I've put Cleo. So for in the future, as you spend things, you are making enough money to just afford to live in xan'moxie and just buy things and do stuff. And part of that is you have, for every point of wealth that you have 25 gold a day. And if you spend more than that, then you will have to deduct that from your wealth. And we'll deal with that when it happens. But so long as you're spending within your spending limit, it's just, oh, I have spare money for this. I can afford xan'ubers. I can afford coffees. I can afford to repair broken windows that I broke during a date.
I was not in the wrong.
You were not. Yeah, so you have this transaction with the barista. And yeah, what's going on?
And then I'm like, and the usual for my friends. And I look at them.
And she makes 2 more of the same.
I'm sorry. I think it's a latte, but I don't know.
Well, thought we were having cold brew. That's fine.
I said I thought we were having cold brew, I say to the staff.
Oh, look, I mean, I can make you cold brew if you just, well, I don't want it back. If you just pay me again.
Very well. And then she suspiciously pours over that.
Do you want this to be your new usual?
Yes. Yes, I do. I have definitely done this before.
Sure, yes, as have I.
Wonderful.
Uh-huh. 1,
And
3...
I look for a badge. Like a name.
Yeah,
name badge.
her name is Janessica.
Wonderful, Janessica. I never remember a face or a name.
And to you too, xan'moxie Parkwild's Ranger. A fine name.
Very good. And then she'll walk over with the cold brews.
It was so awkward.
I think that went really well. Cold brews.
We see Janessica just like...
I have to write down her name now. Everything else I haven't written down, but Janessica, I will remember.
Right, so you're sitting out with your cold brews.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up with you?
So you've heard of this firm before, and I hand the card to Cleo.
Does it have like a name on it, or is it just like the building address? It's like a generic contact.
They had a
Oh,
logo.
so it's got the name of the firm, the Lightwell firm, and it's got an address which is nearby, and it's got the logo of a golden eye with 4 feathered wings.
But it's not like a normal like a business card of someone.
No,
it's just a
the
business.
firm itself. Yes.
Ah, yes, I remember. The eyes, the golden eyes, always biting at my ankles. My good old arthritic ankles. Anyway, sorry, I got lost in my ankles. Yes.
Must be mighty flexible, you must.
Yes, I had major surgery done 24 times. Then I realized it was the wrong ankle. We had to do it all again on the other ankle.
Sounds exhausting.
Then I realized it wasn't me that had the bad ankles. It was someone who talked to me and I just got confused. Anyway, yes, I remember. Cleo's going mad.
I'm going to take that card back and give you my doctor's card instead.
I don't think you need your cold brew.
I think I've had too many lattes.
Well, how's the job application going then?
Well, not so good. I had some interesting conversations in the astral plane. Very punctual, but very odd. Yes.
Well, we could see if they've got an opening, I suppose. They do law. Yeah, it says on the card, we do law.
You mean me doing good law? As in...
I never said you do a good job at it. Get off my back.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were trying to say. No, it's totally fine. Maybe. Hey, someone needs to defend Tom.
Isn't that going to be you?
Oh, no. Yes, and then I'll be patronized. No. They won't patronize me. They will patronize themselves by accept. Yes. I will accept your case.
Tell you what, why don't you two sit on my meeting? Park ranger business here won't take long at all, but it could be just the in you need. And I'm a natural smooth talker.
Ah, yes.
You see Janessica laughing with her coworker.
Ah, yes. Another good friend. I wave at Janessica.
They look at you and
We all start waving.
She waves back in like a, yep.
Great. I'll never forget their name. Okay, well, I'm about done with this. And she, like, slams the rest of it.
She's only taking a sip out, but
Yeah.
I'm like, me too, and I just push it off the end of the table. I am also done. And I just remove it, and it falls off the edge.
and Tom just takes his out and just steals the.
Whatever you leave on the ground, like stray street urchins just pour out of the alleyways and just swipe them up.
Oh, God. I forgot we were in Hopscotch District. We
Us?
better be careful when we get out there.
Question: are the street urchins literal urchins?
I mean,
Like,
like sea urchins? I mean, some of them could be. Like,
Just like
yeah, like maybe like a merfolk with like sea urchin hair. But, you know, just like a wide variety. xan'moxies are very, very, lots of different races there. So I think it's just like all sorts of little children just coming for a slice of the street loot
in the hopscotch district.
in the Hopscotch District.
Nice. All right,
and then
cool.
I feel like Miriam's just like beheading them all because they're not real people anyway.
Oh, yeah.
In the parks, they're not, no.
Oh, I see.
Outside.
It's a different law here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Lightwell firm is just across the road. It is on the second level of a building with some stairs, much like Roscoe's office, some stairs leading up. And it's above a butcher that appears to have been foreclosed.
That's where I used to get me sausages.
No, I'm sorry for your loss of sausage.
I mean, once they caught me nicking them, stopped getting my sausages there anyway. Glad they closed down.
Should we take a moment?
To remember those who are no longer packing meat, of course. Well, that's enough time for sausage loss.
Yes, if
let's
it
go
was,
inside.
Yep. So you ascend the stairs. There is a door with, again, the logo on it. The
knock with the eagle cane.
Sure. There is no reply.
Did someone say there was no reply?
No, that was me. There is no reply.
Is the door open?
Yeah.
The door is locked.
It's unusual. Miriam will put her eye up to the lock.
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
Looking, sorry about that. That was the wrong surface. That was bad. 2 plus 4 is 6.
I think you got some dust in your eye.
Yeah. Oh boy. Never mind. Can't make hide nor tail of it.
I feel like Tom is like sniffing under the door. See if there's anything.
Yeah, sure. Roll me perception.
22.
Wow.
Yeah. You can smell like a very like a musty smell coming from under the door. Like it smells a bit old in there.
Maybe some of the sausages made their way over.
The sausages, I remember them well from 5 seconds ago of morning.
On the business card, you recall that there were this business card is like suddenly like losing a lot of real estate with the things that are on it, but it also has obviously the opening times, and yeah, they should be open.
That's weird. I mean, we haven't been here in a long time. We haven't needed legal representation since they opened that great hole in the wall. I mean, the ground in the parks. It was for a mine. I'm not entirely sure what they were mining, but they paid us a good amount of money to not talk about it. Anyway, point is, we haven't been here in a while. Maybe...
Should we check out the butchers?
Well, the butcher's was definitely abandoned, right?
Maybe there's a back door.
Oh, there is. Yes.
No, of course, you would know. Take
It's
us.
just around the back.
Let's go to the back. Tom, take us to the back
Lead
door.
the way.
There is a back door to the butcher in a little alleyway.
Excellent. You'll follow me in here.
Mm-hmm.
Tom opens the door.
I mean, the door is also locked.
Tom doesn't open the door.
Is there anyone
He
else
goes
out
to
on
and does
street?
that thing where you like think a door's going to open and it doesn't, and then you run into it.
Looks like we're gonna need another way to get in.
And then Tom puts his hands in his pockets.
Oh.
Just to like stand there, and then he realizes there's something in there and pulls out like a it's essentially a paper clip, and then out of the other one he pulls out a bobby pin.
Thieves' tools.
Genius.
That's where they got to. And starts.
Yeah, sure. To the butcher.
Yeah, to the
Yeah,
right.
sure.
Is there anyone around? Sorry.
No, it's just like a alleyway. Like you see, like you look around to see if anyone's there, and like a street urchin just sees you and hisses and then runs up.
Kids.
And then Tom just hisses back.
Yeah, Tom.
Make me a
That's pretty good.
sleight of hand, essentially. So you're making a thieves' tool check, but you're proficient. So
It's gonna be a good 19.
cool. You bobby pin that door open.
Well, hello. What we got here then?
It smells not good, actually. Oh.
There is a it looks empty, but there is like a lingering smell, definitely, of old meat that used to be here. All the windows and everything are boarded up. The only way you knew it was a butcher was on the street. It had a sign that said butcher.
I put the flash on my orb.
Miriam's gonna take her scarf and put it around and make a face mask. Holy Gordon!
Tom loves the smell. It smells like his past life. So he actually starts getting a bit nostalgic.
Oh wow!
The smell of meat, little tear forms.
Oh boy!
Cleo also has a tear forming for other reasons. Just the allure is overwhelming.
So this is next door.
Oh, it was beneath.
This is beneath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you make me perception checks?
12.
And it's not good. 5.
17.
As you're walking through this butcher, it's not that large. This is just the opening area, and then there's a place behind the windows that goes into the back of the butcher.
Yeah.
I think you make it to the doorway there into the back room, and then you see something retreat into the shadows.
Look! And I pull out my sword from my cane and I point it in the direction that it was.
What is it, Cleo?
There was something there. Show your face, beastie boys.
Miriam will light a torch.
You light a torch, and it lights up the entire back room here. And you see a figure in the corner cowering in fear. Shh! Who are you? Get out of my house!
No, it's okay. I resheath. Resheath is the opposite of unsheath.
Just sheath, isn't it?
A sheath.
So you see some kind of strange-looking, one-eyed creature just cowering in the corner. The skin is rigid and bumpy, and they have a menacing-looking face. But they look like they are terrified.
Oh, we've just broken and entered. Yeah. This is a sausage factory. We're actually looking to get upstairs.
Well, the Lightwell firm hasn't. No one's been there in months, maybe years.
What?
What?
That's why we had to close down.
They were the only one buying your meat.
No, the big companies and from East xan'moxie, they're always trying to buy out land here. And open cafes and bars and things. There's small businesses like ours, they get crushed. But the Lightwell firm, they were fighting for us.
We're fighting for you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. They disappeared.
That's really disappointing.
That's sad. I wanted the job. Kind of. Ish.
Maybe they just relocated and didn't tell you. They might have some forwarding mail upstairs or something.
Yes, let's redeliver the mail.
Is there a number on the card, like a phone number?
Yeah, I imagine there would be a scrying orb sigil. Again, just reducing the real estate on this business card.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's just all text.
I imagine one side is the logo now, and then the other side is just a lot of very
small.
badly formatted text because there is a lot of it.
Okay. Sorry for breaking into your home.
It's fine. If you don't want to, just lock it. If you didn't break the lock, I have nothing.
No, we're not that kind of. We're not urchins.
We don't just kill people randomly.
No, it's planned and premeditated.
Good. I'd like to keep on living secretly in my closed business.
Good. Miriam will start pacing backwards out the door.
You never saw me.
We never saw you, meat man.
How did you know my name?
It's on the side.
Meat Man's Butchers. Very good. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Cleo nods and backs out.
Yeah.
Like, walks backwards out the door as well.
Yeah. Tom, are you still there?
Got any sausages left?
No, but yes, but they're for me.
All right. And then he just like finds where they are and takes a couple anyway.
Roll me a stealth check.
15.
Yeah. Meat Man does not notice you.
Yes.
Aww.
Bangers to go.
That's right.
Yeah, so the two of you see Tom emerge later than the two of you, just with like a comedically long trail of sausages.
And then just like
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
In one long, like a balloon, like
No
a cloud.
gag reflex.
They
Impressive.
taste old, but like they're a bit they've been well aged and cured.
like a fine wine. Then lets out like a massive burp.
It does not smell good.
Maybe we should break into the actual establishment.
It seems fair if we are to truly return their mail, which may or may not be also another felony. Felony? By which I mean felony. But you know, we've started now, why stop?
That's my motto. So we go back upstairs?
Yep. You go back upstairs. Why don't you make me another sleight of hand to open that lock?
What did we ever do without you, Tom?
Oh,
Oh, I spoke too soon.
a 12.
That is not enough.
Ugh.
You break your bobby pin.
Aww.
No, I think that was my last one. Try and put it back
Should
in
we
my
just bash down the door?
Feel bad.
I do, and then sometimes when I feel bad, I think about the situation and repress those emotions.
Okay.
And then smash down the door and Cleo starts hitting it with her cane.
Oh my god.
Sure. Make me an attack roll.
16. No, just 16.
Yeah, that'll hit. That hits the AC of this door.
The AC of the door. Yeah.
That's a D6.
Gonna be a while, kids.
A
1!
Plus your dexterity.
Is it getting a 1? 3, yep.
Yep, so 3 total. Yeah, so you just like... Are you going for like a slashing sort of motion?
No, I imagine I'm trying out like she's smart enough to know like it's a wooden door with a hinge and a lock. So she's gonna try and like smash the lock bit.
Sure. But with that, it is not enough.
I mean, I've got a hammer. I have a hammer.
No, I just wanted to try and pull my weight, you know.
Okay.
But no, it's fine. It's fine.
We appreciate it. We do.
You had the lock and the opening. You had the big hammer, and I just have an eagle and a sword. I feel useless.
No, it's a great eagle. You were just saying you like the eagle, weren't you, Tom?
No, I didn't say that.
Tom, you gotta back me up on this. I thought it was a lovely eagle. I'm getting the door. This is gonna use a hammer to just like force the door jar.
Yep. Make me an athletics check.
Physical strength and using non-natural 20.
Nice. I think that just happens, and it opens cleanly with a non-natural 20.
Like a Looney Tunes or like Hanna-Barbera. It's like,
I think I bopped the handle so it just went all the way through the door.
Oh, and then you just
And there's just like a
open it
circular
on the other
hole.
side.
Yeah, and then my hand can just go through it. Like,
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you open the door and you just unleash like a whoosh of dust that is collected in this room.
Cleo starts sneezing.
She does that.
Deep in the roll.
Do I have to
play.
roll to sneeze?
Roll to sneeze. Yeah, so you walk into this small office.
I suppose I got my torch still lit.
Well, so the windows are like the blinds are like kind of half open,
Oh,
so there
okay.
is some natural light coming in, unlike the butchers, which had all boarded up.
Never mind.
It's dark and dank in here, but you can see there is a lot of ugliest carpet you've ever seen, Cleo, and a few desks, but it looks deserted. Everything's got dust on it. There are stacks of papers everywhere, and on the far wall there is a large mural. Large mural.
A large
Large mural of Muriel at
Muriel's
Muriel's wedding.
A large mural of the logo of the Lightwell firm.
And then underneath it just says, I'm a bride.
It looks like the logo for the Lightwell firm, except the eye is closed.
I go to it and try and lift up the eye.
Sure. Do you have the business card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it to him.
Sure. You go to lift the eye up, and it's just a mural. It's painted on. But then while you're standing there, the business card floats out of your pocket or your briefcase or whatever it is, wherever you're holding it, and it floats in the air for a moment as it spins, glows golden, lighting up this whole room. And then the eye for this logo flies open.
It's winking at us.
The entire
And we all go
logo.
like this back.
It winks.
Oh, yes, the eagle. It looks lovely. Yes.
The entire logo itself lights up just across this big wall, and the eye begins spinning. And it gets larger and larger. And before you is a golden portal.
Ah, yes, the upper planes.
Is that next to plane B?
Is it?
It's
got
more like
single origin?
adjacent. Plane B's in this weird non-space. It's alternative like that. But the upper planes are quite physically up.
And yeah, there is just, I think there's an escalator that appears on the other side of this golden portal.
I think Miriam's gonna have like a compass, which she can hold. This is her detect portals feature or whatever.
Sure.
And it'll just give her the reading of roughly whatever information she can get from the portal.
Sure, perfect. So it's a portal to the upper. Yeah, it's everything you've said. Portal to the upper planes, without having to roll. It's where Celestials typically reside.
Yep, she'll tell you that.
This feels weird. And then she kind of puts her hand in. It's it's tingly.
You hear a heavenly chorus greet you as you put your hand in.
The harmonies.
I'm imagining Stairway to Heaven is playing.
Well, we didn't come this far to
feeling
stop now.
You're right. Cleo goes and puts her hand on the escalator and steps on and starts.
I think Tom's a bit scared of it and keeps going and then puts his foot on it and it's moving and he's not put his other foot on the next bit, so it's just his leg going up and then going down again.
So
And now, Tom, it's going to be all right.
You know when you get on a stopped escalator, one that's not moving, but
Oh,
your brain can't register that you kind of fall.
I start walking down to be like, come on guys, we're going all together. So I'm walking down the up escalator, but just staying on the same spot.
Okay, this really isn't very hard. We just need to get on this escalator and stand in the same position.
Congratulations, you solved my escalator puzzle.
See? And then Miriam just stands on the escalator as it
We
starts
all
ascending.
level up now.
Ascending up this golden escalator as you see the mouth of this portal close behind you. And you are rising up and you see some amber clouds before you as you are rising to a new location. But for now, we shall go to the intermission.
How will our heroes get out of this one? Find out after these messages.
Hello, fellow xan'moxians. It's time once more for our featured citizen of the week. Our citizen this week needs no introduction, but we'll give him one anyway. It's the sensational glamour bard known only as Michael. Ooh, yeah, baby. Nobody can resist the ultra-smooth, dulcet tones of Michael. That hair, that bod, that name, so exotic and mysterious. They say he emerged fully formed from a planar rift, radiant and divine, ready to caress xan'moxie with his cosmic melodies. We are truly blessed to exist in the same time and space as such a miraculous presence. And for that, Michael, xan'moxie thanks you.
Hey everyone, it's me, your Dungeon Master, Peak. I hope you're enjoying the episode. If you want to be immortalized as a figure in xan'moxie in a featured Citizen of the Week segment, like the one you just heard, head to patreon.com/DNDQAU and sign up to the $5 a month tier or higher. Or, you could also sign up to a $10 a month tier and get access to the secret Scrying Orb feed, where you can hear sweet bonus content like Cleo's trip to the astral plane to interview new patrons. Supporting the show helps us to grow and bring you a better experience. If you can't donate, you can also help us out by telling your friends about us, leaving a review on iTunes, or following us at DNDQAU on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks to everyone who came to our Oz Comic Con show. It was a blast. We are doing another live show at PAX Australia in Melbourne. That's right, on Saturday, October 12th, we'll be on stage at the EB Live Theatre at 9:30 p.m. If you're going to PAX, we'd love to see you there. And even if you can't make the show, we'll be around all weekend to say hey. That's it for now. Back to the episode.
And we're now all just like standing in the right spot on the right escalator, just letting it
do its
ascend
thing.
and take us up.
So you ascend through a layer of clouds, and you are taken to a circular golden platform, and you appear to just be floating. It looks like a sky somewhere. There are clouds just in the middle of the sky. There's just this floating golden platform, and there are some, I guess, ramps. They look like stairwells, but they're flatter, just connecting this platform with another platform. And you see off in the distance, this appears to be the layout of this entire area. And you see off in the distance a large platform that is larger than all the other smaller ones.
So are we able to walk up these ramps?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, yeah. So I guess we'll navigate. Obviously, if there's any sort of drinking fountain, Miriam's going to stop and fill up a water bottle. She's been hiking all morning.
And then she's had like a cold brew.
Yeah, and a cold brew.
Yeah. Oh,
She's been
Everyone needs to
sweating.
pee.
everyone needs to pee. Everyone's been dehydrated.
Is there a celestial bath from around?
You don't notice one.
Aw.
What you do notice is just a gentle, heavenly humming.
Are there any like kitty litter trays about?
Again, it's just featureless aside from these platforms. It's all very bare.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to continue. Hold it in, everyone.
Fine. And they kind of are all like mincing their way as they try and like hold them.
If I get another UTI,
We can't afford the cat bills.
You make your way across to one of the other platforms, and the first thing you see is a torso.
Wait, we don't have Grinder
like
up.
like a severed head and.
Well, a severed torso.
But, well, yeah,
Just-
like as in like
Is
sorry,
it-
the
so it's-
head's like everything else is severed and it's just a.
Mm-hmm.
So is it bleeding? Is it like
So-
congealed?
It appears to be partially covered by some stray clouds, but this is clearly
That's floating?
no. It's just on the platform.
Oh.
It is clearly they are clearly dead. It is not particularly messy. Can all make me investigation checks.
Yeah. Miriam's going to be like, time of death. Oh boy. 5.
14. Time of death.
Wait,
Sometime.
sorry, that was medicine. Let me do
17.
Investigation is less. It's 3.
Great. Could I also get you to make me a history check with advantage, Miriam?
Oh god.
So
2 2s.
well, okay then.
That's 22 together, but it
That's
doesn't-
right.
Doesn't work like that.
So Cleo and Tom, you notice that this person, it looks like they have been killed recently. Their skin is still fresh looking. They are wearing a suit befitting, perhaps a lawyer. Their face is in agony. It looks like...
Wait, there's a face? I thought the face was gone.
It's headless torso.
No, it is a person from the torso up.
So it's Darth Maul. It's the top of Darth Maul.
What?
Remember Darth Maul?
Yeah.
Because he got
As
cut
in
in
Star
half.
Wars, and it's kind. I thought that was a
That
pretty
was the
iconic.
worst Star Wars movie to reference. Really, everyone hates that.
Yes, so...
What's the face? What's the
yeah,
face
so it
look
is
like?
just... it's contorted in agony. They appear to be an elf.
Tom, it looks like your defense angry face. There, that's the one. That's what it looks like to me. I call it as I see it.
Right. I look like that.
Yeah, that's why we need to work on that alibi.
I was doing a charity.
Close enough.
I'll get there.
Is there any murder weapon or
I mean, with a... What did you roll?
No, I rolled a 2.
What does Miriam see with your bad investigation? I think you just see
I think she has spotted a bag that she wanted to buy on the body, a satchel bag. That she's just really miffed because it's sold out, and she's like, "Well, this person got it." God damn it! Yeah.
Is it can we try and find some form of ID? Would there be little pockets on the inside of the suit jacket, perhaps? Or
Yeah,
Sold out bag.
Since you asked
Yeah,
this
and-
question, you get to answer this next one. You find a wallet
Oh.
with an ID on it,
Uh-huh.
which has this person's name.
Right. Which is Farquhar Milovich.
Farquhar Milovich. In fact, you find their business card. They appear to have been a lawyer at the Lightwell firm.
Oh, well, now this guy's gone, you can have his job.
Farquhar doesn't suit me.
Wait,
But-
what the-
Oh yeah, I throw it out, it just floats. And you just grab it back again. You're swatting it like a cat. Nice.
Says here he was a lawyer.
Tough gig.
Mm.
Everyone's trying to kill lawyers recently. What's with that?
I know, it's a tough business.
Well,
You better watch your back and your front, all the way around.
That's a very fair point. Should we continue?
sure.
Unless you want the bag. I notice you're looking at the bag. You can.
I think that's in bad taste. He's been murdered.
Tom just steals it.
Yeah, but the bag wasn't murdered.
You get a satchel.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
it again.
You find inside there are some. I think there are some snacks inside, like
healthy food snacks.
yeah, some healthy food snacks, like some celery sticks and some carrots and an apple. Should make me an investigation check.
Investigating with a 6.
With a 6, tasty fruit.
Yum.
Nibbles. Pulls out one of the sauce. Oh no, I ate them all.
Oh, you could have had a whole feast going. We could have had
Yeah.
a picnic up in
Anyway,
heaven.
not sharing with any of you.
So
Fine.
is there other ramps to follow,
Yes.
or is this?
They all seem to just continue in different directions, but they all converge on this central platform.
Do I get the sense that we could navigate our way back if we had to?
Oh yeah, you could see the escalator from here.
Okay, cool. All right, great.
So we march onwards.
Let's continue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You come to other platforms and you find similar grisly scenes.
Oh no.
Other body parts, other people, different clothes, but it's all the same. They all appear to be lawyers.
Are they
Do
all
any of
just
them have that-
torsos, or are they like?
No, but they've all been bisected
Okay.
at somehow.
Are they all? Have any of them got the same satchel?
No, only Farquhar had the
Just
latest satchel.
Sorry, Miriam.
Actually,
It was collector.
Miriam, could you make me a history check?
Oh please, come on. That's better. 13.
With a 13, you recall that satchel, that was a hot new arrival early this year.
That one sold out in April.
Sure.
Fantasy month, April.
Fantasy April. yeah, so,
Yeah.
you have a frame of reference.
Yes, okay. So, Farquhar must have died after receiving the satchel and returning to this place.
Just so I understand, I'm keeping the satchel.
I mean, you can. I think it's in bad taste.
I think it tastes just good.
I'd argue with that logic. Okay, cool.
So
well, so...
Continuing
It's been
towards
a
the
while.
main square, right?
Mhm.
Or the main platform.
Yeah, sure. Provided you don't do anything else, it's just more of the same. Just bodies.
Cadaver after cadaver
Yeah.
after cadaver.
Again, all pristine condition.
How many are we talking? Like, are we up past 10 people? Or...
Well, I don't think it was that big of a firm.
no, yeah.
But maybe there are a lot of body parts.
Oh, boy.
But maybe let's say 6 or 7.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Cool.
As,
Is it?
as you approach the central platform,
Yeah.
you can see from a distance there appears to be some kind of floating spherical object. It's just in the middle of this large platform. It is just free floating. Although
How big?
it would probably be about, let's say, as tall as this room.
Which is really helpful.
Really
if
helpful.
You're listening
All right, come help me out here. What's
It's
a
like a regular
meters,
room. I
2.5
It's
meters.
just like a room.
9 foot high.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
9 foot high.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no,
9
makes
feet in
sense.
diameter, floating there. You can't really tell what it is from here, but you can also see from it are some chains that are dragging it. Oh, it looks like it's anchoring it to the platform.
God.
Like in a kind of like a prisoner manner, or more of like it's a cool part of its.
Roll me a perception check.
21.
Yeah, from where you're standing, you can see it looks like chains have been wrapped around it,
Mm.
and it is the chains themselves are anchoring it to the platform.
So the chains come down to the platform.
Mhm.
So can we climb up them, kind of, towards the?
Oh, when
We could walk up
you
to
can
the
just walk
platform.
up to the platform.
Mm.
But also, Cleo, with your 21, you also see there is a figure standing underneath it. They're just standing there.
Wait, how's it under? Wait, so
The sphere is
platform's-
floating,
okay.
it's chained,
Yeah, right. I see
and
what you
then
mean.
there's a person just standing beneath the sphere.
Right.
Just
Cool.
chilling. You can't really tell who they are from here. But yes, you
but we
could.
can get to the.
You can get to the platform.
Yeah, let's go.
I unsheath, desheath, unsheath.
Yep.
sheath.
Okay.
My
Hi,
eagle
welcome
sword.
to Audio Erotica by AJ.
By sheathing the sword ASMR.
This is a personal nightmare of mine. great.
Yeah, I
rolls it along his beard.
I take out my sword.
Yes.
So you will be approaching the central platform in 2 ramps time. How are you approaching?
Kind of stealth, like pseudo stealthily, because it's like everyone can see the platforms, but your instinct is to still be like wary walking.
Yep.
Like, well, that's how I'm walking anyway.
Yeah, I guess it is like somewhat alarming that there's all these dismembered bodies here. So maybe it would be a good idea to like be ready. So I
Yeah.
guess Miriam will get a shield and hammer out.
I think Tom's like down to the ground, kind of.
Sure. Sure, roll me stealth checks. You're not necessarily trying to hide, but rather just
Quiet.
being quiet and alert. Although I think Tom is specifically
21.
trying to hide.
Tom is a cloud.
15.
Yeah, is there like a layer of
disadvantage.
cloud that I could be like crawling under?
Oh, fun.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you're well hidden.
I'm a 9.
15.
Sure. With a 9, I think Cleo's just approaching like shing, 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 shing.
She's a bit too into it.
Love a good sheathing. Ching, 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 ching.
So as you approach the platform, you can see this thing up close, the floating sphere. It appears to be some kind of dull golden object, wrapped in these dark iron chains that are chaining it down to this platform. And
Every time I hear that, though, I get Tina Arena's chains. You know, song in my head.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. I just had to share it because it kept happening.
and then you see Tina Arena.
Yeah,
Tina
it's the
Arena.
figure underneath Tina Arena.
Oh god, I hope so.
I think you don't notice because you're hiding in the clouds. But the two of you see a figure standing there beneath this floating sphere. They are humanoid and they are tall, maybe 7 feet tall, 7 or 8.
boy.
And I think we decided this was 8 or 9, so they'd still be able to stand comfortably in this room.
Oh, definitely.
Just for those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
viewers.
well, the sphere itself is also floating above, so
Yeah.
it's got a bit of
It's
extra
even
height.
taller.
Slightly taller.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't see, they are covered in metal and chains.
Oh.
So it is Tina Arena.
Did-
She is singing I'm in chains.
Wow, we have to battle Tina Arena.
This is going to be great.
So the fated battle has come.
In the Tina Arena of Death.
So you see, they are mostly covered, they have a feminine silhouette, and they're mostly covered in chains.
Okay.
Their face is hidden, but you can see some exposed parts of skin. It's a red tone, almost demonic. And they see the two of you approach.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You dare enter my domain, my arena, the arena belonging to Tinar. And you can make me religion checks.
Oh my god. This is, well, thank you, Candace. for this.
Well, building on the fly.
Oh, I got
17.
a natural 20.
Oh, cool. Nat 20.
6.
With a nat 20, you know her. So I was...
We all know her.
What did Tom get?
17.
So with a 17, you somehow... I'd like you to justify
Can I
how
just-
you know...
Tina.
Well, how you know that this is a chain devil,
Right.
which is just a type of demon.
So basically, they what they like is extra flesh on the toasty, but they have cheese, so I'm all for them.
So you're cool with
So
chain
I'm
devils.
Cool. I'm cool with them.
Wait. What flesh?
They're like
They bring
okay.
their own? And, like, heat
no.
this up for me?
I have someone. You know, I cater to all
Sure.
dietary requirements.
You're a multiplanar kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you don't know this particular chain devil, but you know what a chain devil looks like. They're typically unpleasant. They're just flinging their meat hook chains around everywhere. But they pay. They tip well. But no, with a natural 20, I think Cleo, you know Tinar of the arena.
Dinar of the arena.
She is an employee of Warlock and Warlock.
Of course you are here, you ugly face.
Oh, Cleo, I didn't recognize you. What are you doing here?
I'm here on my own. I don't have to answer to you. And I point my sword. I'm like, you ready to die? Because I have a vengeance.
What are you talking about? What?
No, you've chained up this thing, and I need to chat to it. So,
Oh, I mean, yeah, because that's my job. That's what I was.
well, can you?
Whoa. Maybe there's a good explanation why you killed this entire law firm and have chained up this being.
Because this law firm has been causing problems for Warlock and Warlock.
Yes, but I need to talk to it. You never think about me. This is why we never ever invited you to the paintball excursions.
Paintball excursions?
Yes, it was team building, and I shut them all.
Well, look, I've been stuck here I've been on assignment here for nearly a year.
About almost a year, based on that handbag.
Yes.
That's right.
Well,
I know time.
my orders were very clear. Kill everyone here, eliminate those lawyers, and keep this angelic being chained up here for all eternity.
Wow, that's a long time. Like, I thought I had it bad with all the legal cases and, but you had to be here for eternity? Oh, jeez.
Assume that Tom wants to stay low, knowing where this being is from.
She doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
This is wrong. You've murdered a whole workplace. Only a handful of awful people would do that.
We all start laughing. Everyone except Tom. We all just burst out into
But
laughter.
you just see, like, where Tom is, the clouds, like, just shift in, like, a mischievous, like...
Yeah, murdering a bunch of people. Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh yeah, we need to chat to this thing. So do you mind just the chains just for a little bit,
No?
What do you mean no? Remember that time we didn't invite you paintballing? Remember how fun it was?
Yeah, look, I don't want to get fired or anything.
No, you don't have to get fired. Just say, do you want a 5-minute break? You're here for eternity. Gosh.
Should you roll me a persuasion check?
Ooh, 23.
Well, I guess if I want to. Fine, I'm gonna go on a dismembering break. It's the only thing I can do to keep myself busy down here. Up here.
Fair. I think I had some living things on that platform over there, and I just point randomly.
Fine. I guess I won't do anything or say anything about you being here.
Thank you.
Well, that was a combat that you circumvented.
I did not expect that.
Neither did I.
I was just checking my spells.
Yeah, that was gonna be a hard one, but nope. Not 20. You know her from work. She's a friend from work.
Okay.
Great.
Is it safe for Tom to pop up now?
Yeah. And you just hear in the background just like some chains rattling in a shh.
Is this being still chained?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to unchain it.
Is it speaking? Is it?
No,
what does
it's
it
just
look
a dull.
So is the
Golden
chain, like,
sphere.
locked, or what's the deal? Like, how is
It looks like it's anchored down at 3 points. So it's like 3 large chains are just wrapped around it, and then they each go to a different point on this platform.
And so what are they, like, at the platform? Are they, like, welded on? Are they, like, locked on? Like, how are they attached to the platform?
It looks like there is an iron spike.
An iron spike. But
in
how
each
do
of
they...
them. Oh, so like the
there's
chains
a
are
spike.
spiked into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How do we get it out of here?
Do I, with our collective knowledge of chain demons, do we know how we would unchain?
Yeah, I mean,
My heart.
I think here it looks like if those spikes were taken out of the ground, you could just undo the chains. It would take some time.
Yeah.
All right.
Should we just start?
Yeah. Well,
What about your colleague, former colleague?
She'll be busy for a while.
Oh, I'm having so much fun!
Okay.
Shink!
okay. So within I've got a lot of cooking utensils, and one of the things that I've got is like a meat tenderizer.
Oh.
So I'm going to use that to try and like knock one of the spikes out.
Sure. Make me your favorite athletics check.
I'm not good at that, but
Lift with your knees.
6.
Not those knees.
I think you're just tenderizing it further into
No.
the platform.
Okay. Hang on. Let me give it a go. She'll use her hammer as like a wedge to try and pull it out.
Go for the athletics.
Athletics. 18 plus 7, 25.
Are you doing all three?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do all three.
There's no point rolling for all of them. You managed to do that. And with each spike that you remove, the chains kind of just fall off, and you see the sphere glow brighter and brighter until the third one is removed.
And then Unchain My Heart starts playing.
And the sphere begins glowing and rises further into the air as you see it glow like a sun almost, and you see something unfurling from it. And you see 4 feathery golden wings and an eye staring at you.
And then Tom pulls the business card out and does this.
Matches up.
It matches up completely, and before you is this large, glowing divine being blinking at you.
Did the firm have an
And we
name?
all wink back.
The Lightwell firm.
The Lightwell. Yeah. Excuse me.
Hello! Thank you for freeing me. I am Moriel.
Oh, Moriel Lightwell, or is that...
Some have called me the Lightwell, for I am a well of all light and goodness in this world. And she turns, her whole body just pivots and looks into the distance, where you hear sounds of dismemberment. And she blinks, and a pillar of holy light just descends onto Tinar of the arena.
Tinar! Oh my god, that's the best.
You hear a scream of pain, and Moriel turns back to the three of you. Yes, thank you for helping me dispatch that pest. Why have you returned to my domain?
Well, I'm here on behalf of your esteemed clients, the xan'moxie Park Rangers. We've currently got a construction situation happening, and we need some legal representation.
Why, that sounds simple enough. Why did you need to come here directly? Could you not call?
No, it seems, unfortunately, we passed all of your dismembered staff on the way in.
Dismembered? What? And Moriel just pivots around, just flaps up, and then surveys her entire domain. This is horrible! Who could have done this?
That one, and we just point into that demon just burning.
There is
in
just
the light.
there is just like a scorch mark in the ground.
Yeah. That guy.
She has been dealt with, but the damage has been done.
Well,
Was this the work of Warlock and Warlock?
yes, that's right. And-
Those fiends!
Yes.
Yes, that's factually correct. Listen, we actually have someone who used to work for them. And inside...
You dare cross into my domain!
No, 1 minute. You've got the wrong end of the wing.
But she's looking to do good.
I need a new job because I am arch nemesis of Warlock and Warlock. I will bring them down even if I have to crush each of their bones myself.
And I was with Charity.
Then perhaps we can come to an agreement.
I have years of lore experience. Do you want to read my resume?
Is that... You go.
Unclip my normal briefcase and I just hold it up.
Is that anything like law experience?
But she like zooms in, like just this gigantic flying eye just before you, just like reading your resume. Yes, this seems appropriate. I mean, I am lacking in lawyers at the moment.
Evidently.
But you used to work for Warlock and Warlock, and if your achievements are to be believed, you seem like a cruel and evil individual.
Yes. Those were the good old days, but alas, my soul is mine no more. I am empty. And she just falls and just starts wailing on the ground. Empty like a cup that's not filled. And she just starts listing things that would be empty.
Get up, you pathetic creature!
Look, she's actually been doing really well at expressing emotion that I haven't seen come out of her since I've known her. This is major strides.
And you would vouch for this one, Park Ranger?
I would.
The Elder Council and I have always enjoyed a worthy, tenable relationship. You are an honorable people. And what of you, cat person?
Charity.
Yes, the giant flaming woman that the rich give to. How wasteful!
Isn't that what you said to say?
No, you work for a charity.
I work for a charity. Charity number A.
Aren't you hoping to be represented by...
This is my lawyer. I didn't do it.
I see. Well, if you are to work for the Lightwell firm, we only accept cases for people in need. Pro bono, of course.
I'm heaps poor.
Like a bucket without water.
Yes.
But the question I must first ask, did you do it?
I stopped listing things.
No, I didn't do it.
You cannot lie to me. I am an angelic being of truth and justice.
Okay. I had a really good reason.
And what was it?
I was making food for the poor.
I can tell you're lying. I can see them emanating from your vile soul.
Well, technically, I was poor and I ate the food. So, I'm not really lying, am I? I think you're lying.
You are guilty.
I
You are not deserving of my representation.
Can you work somewhere else, please, Cleo?
Cleo rises up. I think you'll find that guilty and not guilty are a state of perspective. And my client here, and I start rattling on a bunch of xan'moxie.
You're out of order.
Sure.
This whole dismemberment is out of order.
Roll me a legal check, which will be your proficiency plus intelligence.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Proficiency
I'm
being-
in trouble. Oh.
Oh boy.
A 1, unnatural.
Oh my god.
You
Wait,
didn't add your
unnatural?
proficiency, which is +3.
Oh, okay, so 4.
Still. What are you talking about? That makes no sense.
I thought you said
Sorry,
you were a
I
lawyer.
was reading the law book backwards.
Okay, Miriam lets out a really big sigh. It's just like, listen, Tomcat's also trying to turn over a new leaf.
For the poor.
Right. That's what you're going to be doing with your kitchen afterwards. You're going to make a soup kitchen.
I do toasties, though.
A toasty kitchen for the poor.
Poor people can have chewy food too. Why
I
just
suppose
liquids?
I suppose a toasty and a soup would actually go to a... Yeah, no. Actually, yeah. I'm going to make a kitchen that sells soup and toasties.
And are you serious about this change of heart?
Yes.
Will you then create a place of charity and love to give to the poor once you win this case?
As long as I get to cook again, I don't care who eats it. I just want people to be happy with my food.
You better not be lying to me, I can tell.
I am not lying. I am quite truthful.
She didn't even say the word wink this time.
No.
Oh, she didn't
And you're
wink
just
it.
a giant wink. You are.
It's true. And what have you?
I'm ready to bring down Warlock on Warlock, even if it does make me good.
Vengeance is not the best motivation, and yet I too seethe with rage.
Maybe we can share. You can heal me, and I can embrace your rage. Like yin and yang.
I have considered this proposal, and I must call first for a test of your virtue.
Ah. I just got here. We really need to pee.
Fine, go pee. As some golden doorways appear.
Oh, thank God. We all file through.
Some time later.
3 weeks later.
Good, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the facilities.
They were lovely.
Very
The
scratchy.
soap.
The choir was a nice touch.
They were staring though.
Are you now ready to undertake my trial? All three of you will be pitted against your deepest and darkest shames, your fears, your cruelties. It'll be a test of your faith and a test of your goodness.
You are the good guy, right?
Yes.
That sounds pretty evil.
Well, if you are pure of heart, then you'll succeed my trial.
Nah, we'll give it a go.
Yeah, Miriam was like halfway walking. Oh, yes, we'll give it a go.
Well, I feel like I should test you just cause. I mean, I've taken your word for it that you're with the park rangers.
Absolutely. I have nothing to hide. And then Miriam like tucks the wallet photo even deeper.
So then, as you all agree to this, Moriel blinks, and you are all filled with golden light. Why don't we start with Miriam?
Oh no.
Tell me about a memory.
Any memory?
Well, a memory where, Miriam's done something vile or terrible or shameful.
Well, it depends. Like, obviously, on the top of her mind is the murder of, Eugene, or she smashed one of her sister's gargoyles accidentally and blamed it on her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
So the family business is carving gargoyles, by the way.
I think probably murdering Eugene's probably worse.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I think you are taken to the gargoyle estate,
Oh,
the family
boy.
home.
Yeah.
Was it
that's
an
right.
estate?
Yeah, it's an estate. Yeah.
Just a little bit out of xan'moxie?
It's outside of xan'moxie, and it's set up like one of those like large outdoor garden / potting warehouses,
Oh my
but
God,
instead of
yes.
like large pots of different sizes, it's just like gargoyles that you can take home to your family estate and install. Some of them are sentient, some of them are not. The only way to find out is to sit on them.
So you are taken back and you're filled with the familiar sights and smells of your family home. You haven't been here. How old were you when this happened?
Let's say 16.
Sure.
Yeah.
You are your current age, but everyone around you is appropriately aged. So in this memory, you are your age.
Yes.
But you've just broken your sister's carved gargoyle.
Yeah.
And
She was playing park rangers with her hammer.
oh, park ranger!
Take
This
that,
one's
goblin!
a child.
Exactly like that. Yeah.
So here you are. And you are looking before the shattered remains of this gargoyle.
What am I going to do? My gargoyles and Pa Gargoyles is going to be so mad.
And in the doorway, you see your parents. What do they look like?
So Ma Gargoyles is like an older version of Miriam, with like she's got like a white streak through her like red kind of curly hair, and I don't know. I guess what do like stonemasons wear? Like just like carving bibs.
Just t-shirts that say, "We are
Don't
stonemasons."
ask us who we are. Yeah. So it's just like I don't know, carving tools or whatever.
Sure.
Like a brown apron.
And Ma Gargoyle, Miriam, what's happened here?
It's not what it looks like. It was Vanessa.
But Vanessa carved that thing. She loved it.
Yes, but then she hated it and destroyed it.
Oh, Vanessa really should take better care of her things. I'll go discipline her at once. Yes, I should go along with your father. As you are, Miriam.
Okay.
As everything freezes, and Moriel's eye appears before you. Behold, your greatest shame! It really isn't that bad. You were like a kid or something? This is fine, I guess.
Yep, I have nothing else to hide.
Well, this is the first one I found. You seem pretty alright, Miriam Gargoyles.
Okay.
And you are engulfed in golden light.
Oh, God.
And we go then to Tom. What is your greatest shame?
Well, when Tom first discovered thievery as a way to stock the kitchen, he actually founded the kitchen with his best friend Tabby. And he'd brought her along for one of the stealings. They were collecting some of the flesh for the chain people to serve them, and they got caught in the act, and Tom was able to like get out, but Tabby got caught, and she got jailed, and he got away with it.
And you go now to the very theft, where you are running from... Where have you stolen this meat from?
There's like a factory that when anything or person dies, it's kind of like we've seen in like Monty Python, they like bring out your dead. It's like that situation, and they just kind of pile up the bodies, and then you can go there and purchase it as like, you know, bone broth or you know, yeah, that kind of thing. Anyway, but you have to buy it. It's not, you know, it's not a freebie. And we went to
Cadaver Warehouse.
Yes. And they've got all like CCTV, but like Tom has gone, you know, blanked him and
Frazzled those scrying old feeds.
That's right.
I think maybe that's what like you brought Tabby along for. Maybe she has expertise in that regard. But you're running away from this factory with sacks of meat, I guess.
Yeah.
And you are ahead. Tabby is running behind you. Wait! Tom, slow down! I don't think I can keep up this pace, but something's chasing after us!
I'm not stopping! I gotta go! Come on, Tabby, hurry up!
I'm trying! Could you make me an athletics check?
Oh boy.
Oi, this is a memory. Whatever I say goes. Ooh.
No,
And what I say is a 1.
You are both making slow pace, and you hear, I guess, maybe hounds chasing after you. You are lagging behind Tabby. You are carrying most of the loot. She's got 1 sack, you've got 2, and you see an opportunity. You see a bin that you could knock over to trip Tabby. Did you do it?
Yes, I did. Well, but because she's in front of me, I had to like throw a bit of the meat to knock the bin that was in front of her, and all the contents spilled, and she kind of like fell under, and I just parkoured over.
Oh. And she trips over. Tom, what are you doing? Come back and help me, please.
And he does like, you know, in like cartoons and stuff where they're running and they like stop and they kind of skid out. And he looks back at her and he sees the hounds coming. He has like 1 tear, and he turns back and just.
And as you turn, the scene freezes, and the golden eye of Moriel appears before you. Behold, Tomcat, your greatest shame! Where is she now? Is she dead?
I don't know.
You didn't even think to check up on her? How she's doing?
I didn't want to know.
Perhaps you should. You say you are looking to turn over a new leaf and leave behind this life of crime.
Yes.
Tell me how committed you are.
100% committed.
Show me how committed you are.
This committed.
I mean with your actions.
This committed to a piece about chopping carrots.
Look, fine, I have read your heart, and though it is full of misdeeds and shame, I understand they were done out of desperation.
Yes, they were.
If we win this case, see to it that you keep your promise, or you will feel the holy fires of my wrath upon your fur and flesh.
I will.
And
I will do it.
And you are
Not a
engulfed
single tear.
in golden light as the single tear floats away from you. And we go now to Cleo. And you have said and done a lot of things. You've referenced a lot of things. So please do not, tell me just the vilest thing Cleo has done. Do not hold back. In fact, I might tell you, no, you've definitely said you've done worse than that if you haven't done something bad enough.
So, Cleo has just graduated from Privilege University. And she is valedictorian.
of Privilege University.
Privilege University, completing her law degree.
Yeah.
Did she have to work for that, or was it just given to her?
It's like a silver platter.
And there are 2 reserved spots for Mr. and Mrs. Fallcharges.
Oh.
And they are not there.
Oh, Lord and Lady Fallcharges.
Lord and Lady Fallcharges. And then Cleo goes back to the manor, and Lord and Lady Fallcharges just sitting there casually having dinner.
Oh, I sure do hate the poor, don't you, dear? Why, yes, I hate the poor.
I was valedictorian, and Cleo smashes, like a young Cleo smashes like some ornamental plate that's on like a cabinet.
Cleo, what has gotten into you? You've got manners becoming of a street urchin from the hopscotch district.
Well, at least street urchins stick together. This is the 5th university I've been valedictorian of. And you were never there.
Well, of course, dear. It just gets handed to you on a silver platter. Come back when you've done your 10th university.
But I tried the hardest I could. And I start flipping things. And then Cleo, realizing that her parents are not, like, paying any attention to her, goes upstairs and sends the Xanguard incriminating documents on her parents' misdeeds.
Oh my god.
In a stroppy teenage angsty rage.
Had you been collecting this over time?
No, but I feel like she was aware of it because A, she's doing 5 law degrees, and B, she's like old enough to know how like the finances are working. You know what I mean? Like when you're old enough to realize that your parents don't know what they're doing with money. Yeah. You're also old enough to know when they're embezzling.
Sure. So you send this off as an anonymous tip?
Mm.
Yeah. And you do that, and your parents are embroiled in a massive scandal, and they lose everything. The only reason you have the wealth that you have now is because you managed to cling on to it as your parents were taken away. They have been put into prison. You have not spoken to them in years, and again, what remains is just a fraction of the vast wealth that your parents once had, even now with this massive estate and many carriages and servants that you have. And this is your greatest shame.
This is where it all began. The shame of shames.
Behold, Cleo Fallcharges! I have looked deep into your soul and seen vile things. Murders, blackmail, disrespect toward interns. And yet you feel as if in your heart this is the most shameful thing you have done. I see this as a seed for the darkness in your heart. Perhaps it is too late for you.
Perhaps.
Tell me why I shouldn't smite you right now for the evil you've committed.
Maybe you should. She looks forlorn into the distance. Maybe I should just go now. Maybe that would be easier.
And yet, I am without warlocks and lawyers to serve me and enact my justice upon xan'moxie. It was the very law firm itself that you worked for that has killed my people. I do not consider you pure of heart or clean of virtue, Cleo Fallcharges, but I am in need of a good lawyer.
This is the weirdest inspirational speech I've ever heard, but I agree.
Then rise, Cleo Fallcharges. As a lawyer of the Lightwell firm, I bestow upon you now a fragment of my essence, a portion of my celestial power to use freely, but you must adhere to a moral strict code of goodness and generosity. No more wanton murders, no more blackmail and disrespect.
This is more painful than when the Warlock contract was written.
Tom suggests that she does a shift every now and then at the soup kitchen.
What was that, Tom? Yes, and a shift every now and then at Tom's Soup Kitchen when you win this case.
But I draw the line at drywalling.
That's fair.
I fixed it anyway.
And I have nothing else to hide about me or my misdeeds.
What? Yes, you're fine, Miriam. I didn't look that hard.
Okay, good.
And you are engulfed in golden light. And Tom and Miriam, you are both back at the central platform, and you just see a searing pillar of light come down from the heavens, and Cleo is inside, and you descend, and you feel lighter. Is there anything physically different about you?
Highlights.
Yes, I feel like Cleo's hair's turned from like black to blonde.
Oh, power move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a side effect of the searing holy light.
I just had like that sun-in stuff.
It's quite biased. I liked my black hair.
It's a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
Yes, it is actually.
It's just.
But you look good.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't
suits you.
mind. Like all,
Suits you.
I'm not gonna lie. My face and my complexion, I suit a lot of colors.
You
really.
could do
No,
anything,
it's fine.
girl.
Yeah.
You rock that.
You feel energized. You now have your warlock abilities back. Your abilities and spells are different, of course, because you're now receiving from a different source. But we'll sort that out later. And you're still floating at this point. And to ensure you keep up your end of the bargain, I shall send with you a companion to ensure your deeds remain in line with my virtue.
I swear, if it's a familiar of a dragon or a pseudo-dragon, I will rip its tiny head off of its tiny body.
Maybe not that.
Okay, no pseudo-dragon then. Well, how about this? And before you appears a mote of glowing light, which floats around you. I have animated a fragment of my essence to serve as your familiar, a sprite of divine magic and energy. And there is just a floating light. And if you look closely, you see it is just a tiny creature flapping around, with like a miniaturized version of Moriel.
Oh, this is so cute.
Okay, so it's not like a Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Well,
Tinkerbell.
it looks like a Tinkerbell sort of
Yeah.
thing, like just a floating ball of light.
Okay.
But then it also, it will develop its own personality over time. Perhaps give it a name. That seems the right thing to do. But until then, it will ensure that you are performing my law to the letter.
Oh, Gucci, 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 Goo. Oh, Gucci, Gucci. Who's your good little floating light? I like it. I'll take it.
Very good. Then let's get down to business. As
I really want to say this.
we're all thinking it. As Moriel's realm bursts into light, and you feel yourself leaving the upper planes and returning to the Lightwell firm on the mortal plane. Life has returned to this office. The dust has been cleared away. Sunlight seeps in through the window. The papers are all stacked. The mural has its eye open, and Moriel sits there behind her desk, wearing her avatar in the mortal plane. It looks like a humanoid mannequin wearing a nice power suit. There is an empty space in the neck, and there is just a floating, flaming, holy eye. Much better! How do I look?
Yes, I like it. Power suit, power play, power suit. Love it.
Like I said, let's get down to business.
Wasn't that a thrilling conclusion? Join us next time for another riveting installment of Dungeons and Drag Quiz! Dungeons and Drag Quiz is a production of Cleo and the Queens. For more information, head to thequeens.com.au. That's the kwqueens.com.au. The City of xan'moxie is written and run by the DM up in your DMs, Pete Distapan. The sultry voice of Cleo Fallcharges was none other than AJ Lamarck. Ranger Park Ranger Miriam Gargoyles was, of course, Jack Gorman. The terrific tones of Tomcat provided courtesy of Candace Gallimore. Titles, credits, and additional writing performed by the disembodied voice of Ryan James Pearson. And a special thanks to Danny Johnstone of D Johnstone Music for the D&DQ theme song. Follow D&DQ AU on Twitter and Facebook to stay up to date with the latest D&DQ news. That's all for now. Until next time, the City of xan'moxie bids you adieu.